So we have two ATV rims here, and if you look at this one, the holes look nice and fine, but if we go over to this other one, we'll see that somebody didn't tighten down the lug nuts, and so the holes are all wallered out. Okay, so we're going to go through this rim, and we're going to start cleaning up any of the birds that are poking out, and then we have to figure out a way to close this gap back up. If you look right here by my thumbnail, you can see that there's a gap in the rim, and that's because when the lug nut started pushing everything apart, it created a burr on the inside, so we have to remove that too. To start pulling this rim back together, I'm going to take a C-clamp and I'm going to put it right over the hole that was wallered up. I'm going to start tightening, and this already is going to help push the metal back together. But to help it along, I'm going to tap it with a hammer. You see how that became easier to turn? Because it's starting to compress the metal again. There we go. The C-clamp and the hammer did its job. You see how everything's pushed back together? There's a valve stem. Let me rotate it. Push back together here too. We're going to use an old gasket maker's trick, and all I'm going to do is rotate these holes 90 degrees and drill them in. But we have to be able to place them exactly right. So what I'm going to do is make a template with these holes and then transfer it over to the other. Here's how that works. We've got our sheet of paper. Got our crayon. Now we're also going to make an indentation with our fingers. Here's my template. This is how I'm going to line it up. I'm going to take this marking for the hole, and I'm simply going to place it right in between these two holes right here. Alright, now that I have it placed, I'm going to mark each hole with this automatic center punch. There we go. Time to drill them out. I'm going to use a small drill bit and then work my way up from there. Now that I have my pilot holes in place, I'm going to drill the hole that'll accept the lugs. Alright, now we're trying to put the tire back on. It looks good up top here. It looks good there. Looks good there. But this one, if you can see, it's just slightly off by like a millimeter, and it's not letting me push it on. So we're just going to have to adjust that hole upwards a little bit. Alright, inspecting every hole. You can't even tell the extra amount that I moved the drill bit up and down to make it work.